As we approach the Christmas season, there's so much to talk about when it comes to gifts, what we're giving, what we're receiving, and even what we're hoping for. But today, I want to talk about the gift that doesn't come wrapped in a paper or tied in a bow. I want to talk about hope. We live in a world that often feels very heavy. So many people are struggling mentally, emotionally, and physically. And when it comes to health and our weight loss journeys, that heaviness can turn into discouragement, shame, or even the feeling that it's too late. But Christmas reminds us that even in darkness, God brings light. And one of the greatest gifts He gives is hope. Hope is very powerful, especially when you've tried before and fallen just like me. Oftentimes, people start diets, lose the weight, regain the weight, and then they just settle and tell themselves, this is who I am. But hope changes how we can move forward. It helps us cope better, it helps us make wise daily choices, and it reminds us that our future doesn't have to look like our past. One of the most important things that I've learned is that hope is not a feeling, it's actually a choice. It's choosing to believe God over your history. It's choosing to believe that you are who God says you are, not your setbacks, not your past, and definitely not the skill. When we anchor ourselves in God's words, we begin to see things very differently. And when our identity shifts, our choices begin to shift too. In this journey, as mentioned before, hope shows up in small daily decisions, choosing nourishment over punishment, choosing movement over quitting, and choosing grace over condemnation. These choices are like unwrapping a gift layer by layer, and each layer brings us closer to where we want to be. One of the wrappings of hope is gratitude. When we thank God for what our bodies can do, even before we get it to what we want it to look like, something changes. Gratitude lifts your mood, it steadies your mind, and it reminds us that progress is happening, even when it's slow. The Bible gives us so many images of hope. For example, the dove returning to Noah, which is a sign of recovery, and the rainbow after the storm, which is a promise of restoration. Healing is possible, restoration is possible, and a healthier future is still available for you. As we celebrate the birth of Jesus, we are reminded that He came to bring life and not condemnation. Hope didn't arrive once and disappear. Hope was born so we can begin again. Romans chapter 15, verses 13 says, may the God of hope fill you with all the joy and peace as you trust in Him, so that you may overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit. My prayer for you this Christmas is that you unwrap hope slowly and intentionally and carry it with you into the new year. No pressure, no shame, just hope. This season, choose hope. This season, choose restoration. This season, choose life. And remember, God is not finished with you. Merry Christmas.